Have you ever wanted to shoot hordes of mindless zombie robots in the snow with a gun that you can customize and it never ever ends?
Uh, yeah, just a bit actually.
Hey guys, this is Brax, and today we're going to be showing you Assassination Box with my buddy Sir Jeffers.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Alright, so what was your first impression of this upon starting it up, Jeff?
Okay, so upon starting it, I couldn't help but notice the actual, before we can get into the game, you obviously come into the menu, and I enjoyed personally the way the menu itself was laid out. It gives you like a quick summary of your score, like across all the games you've played, and I enjoy how it kind of gives you the level layout on the right side with a few images it shows of it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. After that, it just goes spiraling downhill from there.
Yeah, I mean, before we go ahead, and I'm probably about to really give this game a lot of hate, but I do want to say, yeah, it's early access. It's very alpha right now, and I can agree with what you just said about the maps. Like, it does have a couple of little cool features like that, but for me, the problem is the gameplay is very boring. You do the same thing over and over. They're just people that run towards you and you shoot them and you try not to die. And while there have been many games in the past that are built around that concept, this game is doing it in a very overly simplified way, and I just couldn't get into it, especially considering the fact that I couldn't even make it past the first horde. Maybe I'm bad at games, I don't know, but it was too hard for me to even get past the first line, the first wave of attackers, and that was a huge problem for me as well. There wasn't much to do other than just shoot at things until they kill you.
Right, there was only the one map, which I understand for it being super early. I completely understand. There's one map though, but it could have been a bit more. It wasn't even that big. It could have been a bit more open, I think. It made running up the hill even a bit difficult because of the way it's kind of sloped. Like I had to jump up certain parts of it.
Yeah, me too.
And the unless you have a mouse that you can control your like direction with, like your RT, your whatever that the DPI with. I'm sorry, let's show your DPI with it. It's super, super sensitive to your movement, and it's also incredibly loud. There's no menu to really adjust the game sounds at the moment as well, at least that I could find.
Yeah, I couldn't find one either. I thought that was a really annoying thing about it, too. It is. It's very quiet until it's very loud all of a sudden. You know, it's like there's no in-between. There's no soundtrack to speak of either to help with the background stuff. I mean, maybe there is, but, I mean, nothing to speak of that I could tell. And there's this really annoying thing when you shoot that it goes, the game actually makes a sound. It's like dong, dong. And that got so annoying to me because it would be a really quiet game until that happens, and then like you said earlier, it blows your eardrums out.
Yeah, it's very loud. You have to, and like if they had a setting for that, a way to adjust it in game, I'd be okay with it. But the fact that I had to not only stop what I was doing, alt tab out of my game, and go into my mixer settings just to turn it down was a big turn off for me. Like, it's a big turn away.
Yeah. Another plus, I guess I can give it though, on a more positive note, the weapon customization. I enjoyed that. That was pretty cool. It could be more in depth, I think. And as far as the how much stuff cost, they need to work on the economy a little bit, I think, because I'm not really sure how that was working, other than I did have enough to buy a new sight, which was pretty cool. So yeah, the weapon customization stuff, that adds another layer to the game that I think is okay.
It was pretty fun. I personally, as on top of that, I did both like and dislike the fact that you had a level up system. The more you played, you got XP, and you got to level up from that. What I didn't like from it was that to actually get the level ups, it was so many games. Unless I was just bad and couldn't get enough XP in one run to level up at least a bit.
That's probably it.
We couldn't make it past the first wave. It was so bad. It was so not bad. It was so hard. But I had this thing where like I was going through the perks and it says, okay, well here, buy this one. You level up your health, so you can get shot 4 times instead of 3, and it goes up 5 levels. Hey, great, that's awesome. Here's one for ammo. You carry more ammo, pick up more ammo, and at max level, you can carry infinite ammo. That's super cool. But why do I have to play a game a bunch of times before I even get to start enjoying some of these features?
That's a really good point. I think those features are something that could be the saving grace of this game. If they focus on that for full release and continue to work on that, which they probably will, then maybe this game will actually pan out and be okay and worth playing. But in its current state, I just can't see me recommending it to anyone. I mean, I did experience some frame drops, so it's not fully optimized. It was really boring to me. The graphics are nothing to write home about. Audio-wise, pretty terrible. And it just feels super, super alpha to me, which it should. I understand that. But I'm not even sure if there's enough for them to work with here in the future to make this worth $6. And that's what they want for it right now, is $6.
Yeah, I can't see it being worth that. I mean, again, projects like this cost money, and I totally get it. For a 3D environment, it's going to cost a bit more, but $6 for something like this currently, turn it down a little bit if you can. I mean, if not, okay, but $6, I wouldn't do it.
Right. But if you're into first-person horde shooters, then maybe this would be your thing. But for me personally, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I can't give it a strong recommendation either.
So I don't really have anything else left to say, but Jeff, did you want to add anything else before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I've got one last thing to say. More on the negative side, unfortunately. But the one thing that you'll notice whenever you come in this game, you join single-player co-op, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that when you jump in, you're just kind of placed there after a long loading screen. Mind you, the loading screens are a bit longer for some reason, and I have a good computer, too. Right. So, I mean...
Oh, yeah, the loading screens were terribly long, like 30 seconds, 45 maybe.
But there's something also, and it's a small map too, but there's something also bad about getting into a game and knowing, okay, well, usually left mouse button shoots and, WASD is usually how you move, but it gives you no basic tutorial after that. I don't know how to sprint, jump, spacebar is jump, obviously, but like you have grenades in this game, apparently, that I could see when I was customizing my loadout. I had no idea how to throw it, no idea how to do anything like that. There was virtually no tutorial as well.
Yeah, I can get down with that. So yeah, focus on the customization part, give us a tutorial, and then maybe we'll come back and play Assassination Box in a couple of months, and we'll see how it's doing then. But that is all we have to say today about Assassination Box. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to go watch another one of Sir Jeffers and I's videos. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week for another Considers.
Goodbye!